Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I am so happy to see you here. I hope you are doing very well and feeling inspired. Today I wanted to talk to you about how to heal yourself and how you can use the Ho'oponopono process to perform a deep cleansing and a deep healing in your spiritual body, mental, emotional, and physical bodies as well. So please get some paper and pen, okay? Because you're gonna need to take some notes in here. So this video is kind of a follow-up from my other Ho'oponopono video where I spoke about declutter and prosper, right? So in that other video, I shared some ideas on what is clutter and how to declutter your physical space is essential to you, right? So I recommend that you watch that video as well, and I'm gonna leave the link below for you because these two videos kind of complement each other. So after you declutter your physical space and you let it go of that stagnant energy, you can now move deep into doing a deep healing process, right? A true spa for the soul where you declutter your inner stagnant energy, right? That's hiding in your spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical body as well. So we all have the ability to live a meaningful life filled with excitement and joy. A life where we enjoy good health, vitality, and energy that can be expressed in the four bodies we have. Now, in order to live this life, we need healing, right? So let us pause a little bit and meditate about these two concepts, right? What is healing and why is healing necessary to us? So, what is healing, right? So, healing is a change in the vibrational pattern that you hold, which moves you into a higher frequency, right? So, healing is a change in the vibrational pattern you hold, and this change is going to be keeping moving you up and up to higher frequencies. Now, why is healing necessary? Because without healing, we cannot move forward in life, right? We cannot rise to better vibrations. That's not possible. So, without healing, we cannot change our vibrational pattern. And you know, the best that is in life is always at the highest frequencies, right? So, poverty exists in a very low frequency, and wealth and joy exists in a higher frequency. Sickness happens in a lower frequency, and good health, excitement, and joy, they exist in a higher frequency. Now, confusion and chaos happens in a low frequency, and order and peace, they exist in a higher frequency. So, in order for us to have all these wonderful things we need and we want to have in life, we deserve to have, we need to keep healing to go up and up in our vibrational frequency. So we need healing in order to move away from poverty, sickness, struggle, bad health, whatever it is, right? And when we heal the mental and emotional patterns that we carry, we naturally move out from the lower frequencies and we reach better frequencies where we can experience peace, well-being, fulfillment, and a good health, a vibrant health in all bodies we have. Now, what should we heal in order to move to a higher frequency? So the healing should be done in the four bodies, just like what we said. So we have the spiritual body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the physical body, right? So because, we are the sum of these four bodies. So we are not our physical body alone, right? But we also have a spiritual part of us, an emotional part, a mental part, mental levels of our consciousness. So the healing happens when we address these four bodies together one by one. By the way, are you enjoying this content? If you are, please remember to like and subscribe. You can help me to grow this channel, and then more people are gonna have access to this information. Thank you so much for your help. I appreciate that. So, our four bodies, the spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical bodies, they are filled with clutter, right? So, clutter doesn't happens only in the physical reality, right? The old couch, old clothes, that broken stuff in the house. No, this clutter also exists inside of us in all levels of our existence. So clutter is stagnant energy. All this stuff we don't need anymore, right? And the stuff that's blocking our healing. So, all the spiritual concepts, all the thoughts and ideas, feelings of stress and sufferings, and memories from childhood, right? So, all this baggage that we carry within us, they are clutter, right? And we must clean away this clutter so that we keep healing ourselves. And of course, this is not like fast food, right? This is not something that we do like this and goes away. No, this is something that is a path, right? It is a path that we go in life. When you practice Ho'oponopono, we are committing ourselves to clean this clutter away. And we go slowly, one day at a time, a little bit every day with our Ho'oponopono practice. And we go cleaning ourselves and moving to higher and higher frequencies. Now, in order to get to heal this all this stagnant energy in our four bodies, we needed to work with each one separately, right? So now it is a time for you to get your paper and pen and to take some notes in here, because we are going to address this cleaning in each one of these bodies separately. So let's start with our mental body, our mind, right? So, what can we do to be mentally healthy and strong? So, healing the mental body means to declutter the old junk, right? To get away of this junk that we have in our mental space, and bring something new that vibrates at a higher frequency. Basically, in order to do this, right, we must evaluate the ideas that we entertain, and we must declutter our belief system, right? So the best way to declutter is by writing down the thoughts, beliefs, and concepts that we are aware of, right? So we must sit in silence and observe our thoughts, like what is going on in my mind on a daily basis, right? I wake up in the morning and I feel like what? I'm happy because I'm gonna have my breakfast, or I already wake up with some thoughts in my mind, like how stressful this is, the problems I didn't resolve yesterday, right? So we must observe our thoughts, right? So do we have critical and judgmental thoughts, or do we have compassionate thoughts? So if we observe ourselves, right, we get ourselves into a position that we are a third party and we are observing ourselves, our mental body. Let's get in there. So what are our beliefs about life and people? You know, do we believe that we live in a friendly or in a dangerous universe? What are my basic belief system, right? You know, money doesn't grow in trees, you cannot trust people, life is hard. I mean, what are our main belief system, and what is this soup with, you know, what it is that we have in our mind? So basically, we needed to evaluate, right? We write it down, what comes to us, and we're going to evaluate them. Does this belief serve me? If I believe that life is hard, I cannot trust anybody, nobody's there for me, all these beliefs, Are those beliefs something that's going to enhance my life or not, right? So how these beliefs serve us, right? So once we observe that, once we are aware of those conscious beliefs, right? Because we have the subconscious ones, that's a little bit more tricky. But once that you observe your beliefs, you know what you're repeating every day, you can work to change those, right? So, for instance, you can meditate on a new belief system for you, right? And keep it changing and try to say what belief does help you, what belief is going to impact your reality better. Then you can use the Ho'oponopono for that, right? For instance, you can use the 4 phrases or do drop to clean your mind. You can ask divinity to help you to let it go of all the mental patterns and to embrace new ones. So if you notice, for instance, that you keep repeating yourself about certain very negative things, ask divinity, I really wanted to let it go of this belief system. Help me to do that. Write it down, one belief at a time, right? Because this is a daily work that we do. Write it down, clean on that belief, and then look for something that is better than that, okay? So this is regarding our mental body, our mind. Now, healing the emotional body means that we needed to work to forgive, release and let it go of all the feelings, grudges, or anything we have in our mind that we hold against ourselves and others, right? So all that grudges, they did this to me, they did that to me, or when I don't forgive myself, I should not have done this, I should not have done that. So those feelings and emotions, we must clean those and let it go, right? So how do we do that? Pay attention how you feel daily, and work with your feelings. So write it down how you feel, and then you clean on your feelings. For example, if you feel sad or you are angry or resentful about something, ask divinity to clean you the root cause of all these feelings, these memories, and then you can use the 4 phrases, for instance, right? I am sorry I have all these memories. Please forgive me. I didn't know better. I love you. Thank you for my healing, So when you feel emotional pain, you can use, for instance, ice bloom. When you feel that regret, that feelings in the heart, like you feel really not so well, you can say ice bloom. Ice bloom, ice bloom. Ask divinity clean me with ice blue. Use the ice blue to clean my heart, and you go saying ice blue, okay? Of course, we must work systematically to forgive ourselves what we believe we did wrong, right? And work with our inner child with tenderness and compassion, right? We have to hold the hands of this inner child, this little being inside of us, and love and care for this child, because everybody makes mistakes. We make mistakes as well all the time, right? So we forgive ourselves for our mistakes, and then we forgive the others as well, right? Now, to forgive the others doesn't mean that you have to be in touch with them, or you have to be in a relationship with them, or have them in your life. Not at all. Because this forgiveness, this exercise, it is inside of you. It is about you, right? No matter what they did wrong against you, you don't allow them to hold you hostage. So you clean inside of you how you feel about whatever happened, right? So this is what is forgiveness. You clean that stuff away. Write down your grudges against yourself and others, right? And then you clean using the Ho'oponopono. You can use the 4 phrases, do drop, ice blue. Ice blue is very good for that. Also, you can use the glass of water. You can put the names under the glass of water while you do your cleaning, and that's a good way to go as well. Now, the mental and emotional bodies, they are deeply connected because as we think, so we feel, right? So changing our thoughts impact our feelings positively, right? And feeling better will also impact our thoughts. If I am feeling well, I'm gonna have positive thoughts, and if I have more positive thoughts, I'm gonna feel better. So they interchange with each other. Now, healing the physical body is a little bit more complex, right? Because our physical body is deeply affected by our mental and emotional bodies. Our thoughts, our feelings, it affects our physical body greatly. That's why when you start to declutter your mind and your feelings generally, you are going to see an improvement in your physical health as well, right? Although it takes time for this vibrational change to show in the physical body, because our physical body it moves in a very slow frequency. That's why it takes sometimes takes time for us to heal, because it moves very slowly. But you can notice, for instance, that when you declutter your mind and your emotions, you might sleep better, you might feel a little calmer, you might feel inspired to start to exercise, for instance, right? To move the stagnant energy. So, working to heal your mental and emotional bodies will bring a positive result on your physical body as well, right? Now, the healing of the physical body depends on many factors. And if you already have a physical condition, of course, you must see a doctor, right? Ho'oponopono practice does not substitute professional care, right? Now, if you practice the Ho'oponopono while going through medical care, you can also improve yourself a little bit faster because your mind and your emotions are aligned in the same place. So the best we can do for our physical body is to drink fresh water instead of sugary beverages, right? And eat fresh food that has more vegetables and fruits and less animal products, right? And also for the physical body, to drink blue solar water every day and to do the Ha breathing once a day at least, every day. So water and breath, they are essential for our physical body, right? Normally we don't think much about that, but if you can drink blue solar water and you can do the Ha breathing at least once a day, to take a minute to do that, that's gonna be a great improvement in our physical body's health as well. So to exercise and stretch is a must, right? Because it releases stagnant energy from the body. So the two main tools for the physical body are the blue solar water and the Ha breathing. Now, healing the spiritual body, right? So healing the spiritual body is essential before all the other bodies. Why? Because we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We do not have a soul. We are a soul. And then we have our physical body, right? Our physical body is like a vehicle that holds all the other bodies within it, right? So we can experience life in the physical reality with our five senses. So the spiritual body is that part of us that holds our understanding, our knowledge of spiritual life. And the spiritual body needs deep connection to the source energy, to the divine power. And it needs prayer, meditation, contemplation, and time to express creativity, right? So by prayer, I don't mean necessarily religious prayer, but any type of prayer that connects you to this higher power, right? Because our spiritual body vibrates in the highest frequency, so it's a little bit closer to source energy, to our highest being. So a prayer, it's something that connects you with this power, and it doesn't have to be anything religious, Now, our creativity is in our spiritual body. Our creativity comes from the spiritual body, not from the mental, not from the emotional body, but from the spiritual body, right? Because this body vibrates at a higher frequency. So what happens is that when divinity sends that sparks of light and creativity to us, and it does all the time, right? The problem is that we do not know how to catch that. But when divinity does that, the spiritual body is the one that catches it, right? So the spiritual part of us catches the idea, the inspiration, the creativity, the creative idea that comes to us, sends down to the mind, and the mind dwells in that, sends down to the emotional part of us, right? And only then it comes to the physical reality if we decide to engage that idea. So that's why the spiritual body is essential, is an essential part of us that needs to be needs to be healed as well, right? The spiritual body, it's important because it holds this key for the connection to the divine, with the divinity, with the creator in us. And without the connection to this divine power, there is nothing we can do, and we cannot heal as well. So healing the spiritual body means that you evaluate your ideas about God and spirituality in life. And those ideas, they are really important. We really need to stop and think about them once in a while. Because, many times we bring all the ideas from our childhood, and these concepts, they do not allow us to grow spiritually. For example, children, they have the tendency to see God as a type of Santa Claus, right? Oh, if I am a good girl, if I'm a good child, God is gonna grant me my wishes. If I am good, I'm gonna get what I want. Well, it doesn't work in this way, right? So now that we already grew older, now we are older, we must revisit these ideas. What is God? Who is God? How do you relate to this power? What type of God do you believe? Or source energy? Any name you want to give to this energy, the universe, or, whatever name you want to use for that. So it is essential for you to think about, what are your spiritual beliefs? What do you believe about God in the universe? And most importantly, are those beliefs expanding your life, or they're contracting? Because if I have an idea that God is like Santa Claus, if I am a good girl, and we have different ideas about what it means to be a good person, right? So if I'm a good girl, I get what I want. So this is a very constricting idea, because life is a very complex system and doesn't work in this way. If I am good, I get what I want, right? So most important for us is to remember that first we choose our belief system, and then this belief system is going to create our life and our reality. So it is very important to us to go through these 4 bodies and really work every day a little bit. It doesn't have to be stressful. It can be very exciting, actually. Get a notebook. Write it down over there. Mental body, emotional body, spiritual body, physical body. Every day you take a look over there. What can I improve? What can I improve with my mental body? Am I exercising enough? What are my beliefs about life in the universe, right? So every day a little bit, and we use the oponopono to clean on that, and then we benefit. This is what is healing. And we're gonna be moving up and up to better frequencies, okay? So thanks for watching. Aloha, and until the next video.